Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that one against the Raptors, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Curry. Lewis is out there with Kuminga. And it's the eraser. And it's Martin in at the 2 spot. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert. And it's Tyler in at the 1. And it's the Warriors to start out. And Greg, for games like this, where these two teams just played each other, how different is the approach?
It is different, Kevin. It can almost feel like a continuation of the last game. And one team now maybe has payback on their mind.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Shooting 2. And the first one drops.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
So he gets them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Tyler. Fades. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Cole. Outside Curry. To the paint. And it's Martin missing. Here's Tyler. And here is McDaniels. The tray. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Tries the spin move. Martin for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's Tyler, covered by Martin. A nice shot by Tyler.
And giving up some inches inside. But makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now, here's Curry. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Stolen by McDaniels. Randall outside. Inside. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tyler. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 3. Randall against Lewis. Back to Martin. They set the pick. Takes a 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here is Martin. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. On its way from Curry for 2. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And he drives in. And he goes right over Jonathan Kuminga and slams it down.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Review at the numbers for Julius Randle. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Here's Cole, defended by Gobert. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Edwards, a screen on Curry. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Curry on the wing. McDaniels defending. 2 points. That one goes.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Randall surveying the D. Edwards with the screen for Randall. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Warriors trail. Curry with it. Pass to Martin. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That is his first foul of the game. Now Lewis. Nothing on the board. Outside for Martin. Got it. Good job in the low post.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Out to Edwards. A 3-ball. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Now here is Martin. He's got 5. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Cleveland. Edwards drives in, and it's good. 2 points. Edwards got 7 points in the game. Warriors trail by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire five guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry's shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. Minnesota leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Here's Tyler. And he converts the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Minnesota making a switch. Reed's checked in. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Kuminga finds Curry. Lewis with it. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga. No good, unable to end this run.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Tyler. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Edwards looking it over. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Cole. Now here's Lewis from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's McDaniels. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Edwards, good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Curry against McDaniel. Pass to Kuminga. Takes the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Minnesota making some changes. Langford's checked in for McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Tyler. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Eraser. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Martin. And Rainman subbed in for Curry. Both free throws good from Randall.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Now, here's Butler. He saw him with 10 points last game. Here's Podziemski. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. 7-point differential. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Podziemski. Fires from deep. And it's Rainman missing. Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Now Jackson-Davis. Pass to Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Stan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minod's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Both good from the line that time.
Well, Butler embodies toughness. He plays hard every single minute that he's on the court.
Dillingham with it. Hasn't made one yet. The three. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Rainman. Pass to Butler. To the middle. Trying to find Jackson-Davis and gets it to him. That one goes. Count it.
Such nice work from Butler off the bench.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And here is DiVincenzo. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Podziemski, defended by DiVincenzo. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Butler, no good. Minnesota's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Rainman. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Minot. They lead by 1. Dillingham wide open, and he fires off target from three-point range. The Warriors shooting 47% here so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Absolutely. I wish I had 2 or 3 like him coming off the bench when I was coaching. If I did, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you guys.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Langford. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Bajemski with it. Outside Butler. Here's Avanti. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. Good on the triple. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Rain Man. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Rain Man's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Buddy Hield is out there with Rain Man, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now here's Kuminga. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Butler against Randall. Now here's Butler. D right on him. Clock at 4. Hard earned by Butler. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings? with not a lot of hope for the regular season.
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Count that bucket.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Here is Edwards. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Miller dishes to Tyler. Spins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Miller. The Warriors leading. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, Butler is good at creating contact because he is so assertive offensively.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
That free throw good from Butler.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
The erasers checked in for the Warriors. And so Butler nails both of them. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here is Edwards. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Back to Edwards. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Randall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lewis checked in for Butler.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 2.
Warriors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Cole. Just his first attempt. Rebound, Minnesota. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Rain Man's got 9.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Cole's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Healed against Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Warriors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. He's off on the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. So he can't get either to fall.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Tyler passes to McDaniels. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. McDaniels got 5 now.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Pass to Cole. Healed outside. And here is Kuminga. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Warriors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
2 shots. Kuminga.
Shooting 2. The first free throw is good. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. The Warriors also with a sub. Martin's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Now Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Outside for Randall. And the 3 ball is good. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Martin finds Curry. They set the pick. Here's Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cole. Guarded by Reed. Lewis with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. Lewis covering. Unloads from 13. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 13.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Curry looking it over. Outside Martin. Here's Cole. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown. Cole's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Randall. Shoots over Kuminga. The Warriors pull it in. Cole's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lewis on the wing. Floats it up for Kuminga. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Lewis misses. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. DiVincenzo passes to Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Curry. There's the screen from the arc. They get it back. Outside, Kuminga. Now here is Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kuminga. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Right wing. Randall against Kuminga. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. A three-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Cole. Over Reed. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from the eraser.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now, here's Reed. 20 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Here's Randall. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Randall's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Curry passes to Martin. Back to Curry. Tough shot, Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Kuminga against Randall. High post shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. .17 points in the game.
With or without the ball, Randall moves so well for a big.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the eraser. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Lewis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. So it's the Warriors now. Pajemski with it. Still yet to score. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Langford. Dillingham with it. He's defended by Pajemski. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And that one falls for Dillingham.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Edwards has come in for Julius Randle. And the Warriors also making a change. Rain Man's checked in for Martin. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Jackson-Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Butler. Edwards defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Butler's certainly not shy seeking out contact. He can live at the line.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Dillingham. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Pajemski grabs the board.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Jackson-Davis with it. Butler up top.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
2 foul. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Langford with this screen for Edwards. Shoots over Pajemski. Edwards can't hit.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Now, here's Butler. 12 points for him. Now, Pajemski. 5 on the clock. Green with a screen on Edwards. Here's Pajemski. Sinks the triple. Pajemski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Dillingham. Will it go? He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 11. Pass to Butler. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Miller. Here's Minot. Defended by Butler. Outside Edwards. Fires away from outside. No good that time.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're picking up off the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
I think for the Timberwolves, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.